and I'm the Best Day event director. Today I am thrilled to introduce Megatrend Business Solutions, one of our esteemed long-term partners at Best Day event. Today we will talk about the importance of real-time feedback on guest experience and how it can be measured through hospitality insights, an all-in-one tool for capturing guest feedback. And that is actually at the point of the experience what is really important. Today, I have two amazing people with me. So today we have Samanta, front desk manager from Mon Perin, the camping resort in Istria in Croatia, and Krunoslav Sharavanja, lead data solution engineer from Megatrend, the company that is developing hospitality insights. They will today enlighten us on the transformative power of this tool. Krunoslav and Samanta, welcome. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you, likewise.
So first, let's dive into your, Samanta, success story surrounding hospitality insights. Samanta, could you please share with us the current situation or challenge you faced at Mon Perin Camping Resort regarding the collection of client feedback, and how this issue impact your ability to make informed decision and enhance the guest experience?
Well, the thing is that our camping resort actually unites diverse services, so not just accommodation. We have also bars, sanitary facilities, and entertainment. And for Mon Perin as a company, which actually gives a major importance to the guest feedback, collecting guest opinions is a real challenge. Since accommodation is bookable on more booking channels, there is also a possibility for guests to leave a feedback there. But that is the case after their stay. Our goal was actually to get that feedback while they are staying with us, because getting this feedback during the stay helps us to prevent those, for example, bad reviews and turn them into good reviews while providing the guests with everything they need actually to exceed their expectation during the stay.
Yes, definitely. It's really important to have insights on like the real-time feedback and at the time when they are over there. So, but why did you, Samanta, specifically choose Megatrend Hospitality Insights application among all other competitors?
Well, Hospitality Insights is the application that fulfills few important conditions for us, and those are providing the information in the moment, which means during the stay and actually post-stay, getting more detailed feedback based on service segments, information analysis, and later data filtering. Among all competitors, this was an app which actually gave us opportunity to get information on time, which means that we can take advantage on time to promptly react and get positive effect on getting our guests' feedback. Similar systems are providing guest feedback, but as I told before, mostly after their stay. And another very important reason is detailed data analysis, which made reporting for us as a managers also on guest satisfaction much simpler regarding the complexity of our service. And with the other feedback sources, it is a great addition for keeping the optimal feedback loop.
So actually, two key moments we have here: the feedback during the stay and amazing data that you can analyze and make decisions. So how easy or challenging was to implement the Hospitality Insight application?
With easy adding and controlling the service sales, Megatrend made this process easier for us. The real challenge was creating more service ties because of our service complexity and getting in the guest's head just to create all possible situations and aspects of the service we provide. But in periods for just few months before the season started, we succeeded in this.
Yes, that's definitely amazing, and it's not. I could imagine that when you are preparing the season and with all other operations that you have in mind and have to do, and then to implement another tool, it might be challenging. But if it's easy to implement and you have great support, that's amazing. So, but there were definitely some challenges. So during the process of implementation, and because it's always like that. And what would you say that was the biggest challenge during that implementation process?
For us, it was for sure the distribution of service, because it was very important to cover all the areas in the camping resort in order to make access to the service as visible and easy possible to access for the guests. We made sure that each accommodation type got this specialized survey. And so, for example, the bars, restaurants, sanitary facilities, and Palia Water Park are all being rated via separate QR codes on very visible spots in the camping.
So if I understood well, you are actually placed the different QR codes on different, let's say, points of interest in your resort, and in that way engaged guests to leave real-time feedback.
Exactly.
Great. And when you did that, what would you say? What were actually responses and experiences from guests and employees also with this application? And did you have any what benefits actually did you witness in your business operations on or management through the hospitality insights?
Well, first, let's say response of and the reaction of the guests was that they were actually very pleasantly surprised. They were like, okay, someone is solving my issue, someone is solving my problem, and someone is actually giving an attention to me in real time. So they were like pleasantly surprised that we reacted, and they actually got what they needed, and we exceeded their expectations just because of their reacting on time.
So kind of next level of customer service.
Yeah, very next level of customer. So it's also very personalized, because you actually create a new relationship with the guest, which leads to something other for direct bookings later, for example.
Mm-hmm. And I know that quite often to explain some, let's say, IT tool might be challenging to colleagues, but when you would explain hospitality insights to your colleagues and hoteliers, how would you highlight its significance and value?
Well, on our example, I could tell that with the implementation of new application, we actually received the opportunity to react on time and understand our guest needs from their direct feedback. So getting in the position of the guest, which is sometimes may be challenging from our side as a hotelier. It's a way of showing our guests that their opinion is valued and important. And the use of application affected, of course, the relationship between us and the guests, making existing customers loyal and turning them after in the promoters, implying more bookings based on recommendations from one to other.
So everything one hospitality provider would like to have.
Exactly.
And lastly, Samantha, would you recommend hospitality insights to other colleagues in your industry? And if so, what are the key reasons behind your recommendation?
Since we are all wanting our guests to be happy, and after all, leave us a great feedback at the end of the stay, for everyone which is actually gives importance to the guest opinion, hospitality insights is a must-have feature in hospitality industry. It brings benefit in creating direct, long and lasting partnership with the guest, which is later implementing direct bookings, recommendations, and creates loyalty guests to the company. And also it can, of course, help company to create or adapt the product to the guest need and keep in track with volatile changes on the hospitality market. So that way, a satisfied guest will ensure that you're always one step ahead of the competition.
Yes, that's always good to know. So thank you, Samantha, for your insights on hospitality insights. And let's dive now into another exciting part. Like I said at the beginning, Krunoslav is the lead data solution engineer, and he will demonstrate the capabilities of the hospitality insights application. And this demo will allow us to experience firsthand how this tool operates and witness its potential to elevate guest experience and decision making. So, Kruno, please do share the screen and unveil the powers of hospitality insights.
Thank you, Martina. Thank you, Samantha. So let me quickly share my screen. Okay. So Hospitality Insights is a web-based application designed to help businesses in the hospitality industry manage their online reputation and improve their guest experience. Using the application is a fairly straightforward process. So surveys which collect the data are created through a very friendly user interface. Collected data is then transformed, and it's used to fuel the app's analytics pane, helping identify areas for improvements and create strategies to enhance the guest experience. So let's quickly walk through an example of the data that we can analyze in the application's analytics pane. The analytics pane is divided into several sections, grouping related survey data into one place. So gastronomy survey data is going to be grouped together, post-stay survey data is going to be grouped together, and so on. The Overview tab provides us with insights into the current state of the application, including the number of survey submissions, submission distribution over time, average ratings for all the surveys, and so forth. Charts on other tabs are mostly focusing on analyzing numerical question types, and they showcase the highest and lowest rated questions, rating breakdowns for all the questions, overall average rating, its trend over time, alongside average rating for all the questions. All the data can be filtered, sliced, or diced by utilizing different dimensions, such as country of origin, gender, age group, and of course, by the time dimension. One tab in the analytics pane is specifically designed for analyzing the Net Promoter Score, which is a loyalty metric widely used in the hospitality industry, and we can see all the charts here. In addition to analyzing numerical question types, a special emphasis is placed on analyzing guest comments. These comments are extremely valuable as guests can specifically address the area of business that they are interested in and provide positive or negative feedback for each of those segments. The challenge with such comments is that manually analyzing them and extracting meaningful insights is an extremely time-consuming process. Therefore, the Hospitality Insights application is enhanced with artificial intelligence and machine learning capabilities that aim to speed up the said process. Firstly, the guest comments are translated from their native languages into English to accelerate further analysis. Furthermore, sentiment analysis is performed, which assigns primary emotions to each comment, determining whether the response is of positive, negative, neutral, or mixed emotions. Each of those responses is also classified into one or more categories relevant to the hospitality industry using our classification algorithms. We can see the 12 available categories here. These functionalities enable us to quickly focus on the area of business that we are interested in, for example, by filtering only negative comments for a specific segment, allowing us to discover our weak points. So let's say we only want to filter negative comments for one of our segments. Let's say that's the rooms, and we can do so fairly quickly with only 2 clicks, and we have we can see all the negative comments that reference only our rooms. To conclude the demonstration, let's briefly go through the survey creation process, which is also fairly straightforward. We define all the necessary parameters such as survey name, description, type, and more. Then we add the questions that also require defining some parameters such as their names, question type, appearances, and so forth. After adding all the desired questions, we select the languages in which the survey will be available. All the defined parameters can be machinery or automatically translated from one language to another. Once the survey is saved, it's ready for its distribution. Distribution can be done through QR codes or while sending emails. The app's notification system allows us to receive a notification every time a submission that meets the said criteria is received. Those notifications are commonly used to alert us of negative guest feedback, whether it be in the form of comments or numerical ratings. With that, we conclude today's demo. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kruno. That was really insightful and really, as I understood, user-friendly with lots of possibilities. So just one more question for you, Kruno. So if I understood, so the user should just use the application and have in application everything what needs from the questions until the very end, the implementation, actually creation of the QR codes. Am I right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So it's a web-based application, fairly easy to integrate. The user only need to create the survey, so they need to think of the questions that they want to ask their customers, and everything else is automated from creating the QR codes, sending emails, creating all the analysis that we just saw.
What is necessary to have, and how those notifications come to the users?
Those are email notifications. So we create rules which are based on some questions. When those rules are met, notifications will be sent to the defined users.
Great. Thank you very much, both. So Kruno and Samanta today have showcased the remarkable impact of Hospitality Insights application in the hospitality industry. So we all know how guest experience is important and how important is today have data-driven decision making. So don't miss the opportunity to meet the Hospitality Insights team at the Best Day event in November in Zagreb, where you can explore even more innovative solutions and gain valuable industry insights firsthand. Samanta and Kruno, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.